How are you all? क्या हाल है सबका?
Gurudev, we are joined by people from 100,000 locations across 116 countries today, across various social media platforms. They're joining us today in Satsang. Gurudev, villains are essential to make a story interesting. Sometimes the villain in one's life is a person, and sometimes a tough situation. Some people even create imaginary villains just to feel that someone else is wrong and they are right. Fighters do this to charge themselves up before a fight. Is it okay to do this in life, given that life is also sometimes like a war?
You can't create one such a situation for yourself, but they obviously land upon your lap. If you wake up, first thing is you recognize there is conflict in life. There is conflict in the world. There is conflict in relationships. There is conflict almost in every nook and corner. But when your wakefulness becomes a little more, when you grow in wisdom, you'll find it is all a play, a game. What appeared to be a war later on appears to be a game. Hmm? So you can't consciously imagine someone as your enemy. When you feel someone is your enemy, it becomes so real to you. You believe in it. Right? Isn't it? Emotions are such that they just come and take over. That time your senses go in the background. Your reasoning capacity and your sense of reasoning all takes a back seat. When you recognize this, then you're already one step out of it. And that's when you really rejoice even a conflict. That's what Maharshi Narad did. Narad's job is go and create conflict everywhere, and then he would bring something good out of those conflicts. He would bring a lesson out of that conflict. And if you want to be like a Narada Muni, you are welcome. Have fun.
Gurudev, you have said that as we grow in age, we should grow in spirit too. It sounds very simple, but it's surprising how many people do not grow in spirit with time. What helps one grow in spirit and what prevents this growth?
Listen, in this way, in this matter, don't look here and there. Don't see how many have grown or not grown. You want to grow, you can grow. Let's stop it at that. Got it? When a sunflower blossoms, it doesn't look around and say, how many other sunflowers are blossoming? Should I blossom or not? It just blossoms by itself. Like that. You never know. You can never judge other people by their behavior, by their lifestyle. You cannot say whether they have blossomed or not. It's very personal and very individual. So, the lesson is better not to judge and move ahead.
Gurudev, schools and cinema halls have now started opening up. Life will be returning to normal, but at the back of their minds, people will remain cautious. how will the last year change how people relate to each other?
Human race is so resilient. We can adjust to any situation, circumstances. See, when the masks came, it's less than a year, but already we have started putting different type of mask and then mask matching their dress and the mask which can make you open your mouth and eat also. The mask which has a photograph of your smile as though, so though you are putting a mask on, your smile is visible. See, human mind is so creative. We can just create many things out of it, see, of any situation. So, this is one such incident, one such wave that has gripped the world. Though lockdown is eased in Asia, it's still on in Europe, in some parts of Americas. So I'm sure human race will come out of this with flying colors. We are so good in surviving in all tough times and finding our way through it. And people will forget. This becomes a new normal, that like wearing shoes. Many people, I mean, people never used to wear shoes in villages. Many places, only few people used to wear chappals. But today, everyone uses shoes. Like that, we were using mask this whole year. But as we proceed, yeah, our system becomes so strong, we may not need any more mask or all the shields and other things that we put on. We will not need it anymore. Either our body becomes so strong and used to all these viruses, it will fight it out by itself, or we'll find some ways. So vaccines have come anyway, and medicines, herbal medicines are there, Ayurvedic medicines have seemed to be even more effective than vaccines. Kabasur and Amrit or Giloya Sattva have proved to be so much more effective. And the world simply have to recognize the power of herbs. See, nature provides. This is the beauty in nature, you know. Before harsh sun comes on planet, uh, before the harsh summer comes, trees have leaves so that shade is already there. And when the winter comes, before winter comes, you need more sun, no, at that time. Then leaves fall away so that you can get sunlight. What a beautiful programming that is embedded in nature. It's really, really amazing. Amazing. So, yeah.
Gurudev, the next few questions are from youth who have posted their questions on your Instagram account.
Uh-huh.
Sarthak is asking, how do you differentiate between a superstition and a ritual backed by science?
Science can only examine what is there. If the rituals were not continued, how would you even know today that it was good? Right? So, unless something is harmful, we should continue those rituals. If something is harmful, we should do away with it. Yeah, if some ritual is being practiced from thousands of years, instead of discarding it without studying, whether to accept or to discard, you should have a scientific temper. If we have that temper, that is good enough.
Ash is asking, how to detach oneself from someone close to you?
Why do you want to detach? because it is giving pain to you. When you feel the pain, you want to run away. That's when you think about detachment, right? Just meditate, be centered, be in wisdom, in knowledge. You will see. You don't have to struggle to detach. Yeah.
Gurudev, we'll have Hindi questions also in a few minutes. Just a few more in English. Vardhaman is asking, Gurudev, what are the top things that a seeker should avoid on the spiritual path?
Procrastination, laziness. Yeah. Laziness, self blame, and blaming others. These things we avoid. Yeah. Yeah.
Upa Shona is asking, how to understand what God wants to say?
You just relax. God will make things happen what He wants to make. You just relax. God, he or she, let him have his free time holiday. Don't bother him too much. No. There's a lot of things that you have you have to do. You know what you need to do. You keep doing that. See what your inner voice says. Listen to that. Meditate. That's what. When you meditate, see, prayer is asking God, give me this, give me that. Meditation is telling God, here I am ready to listen. Okay? You meditate, then you can listen to God.
Ishita is asking, why are parents so annoying sometimes?
Generation gap. I think that's the only reason, generation gap. You want something else, they want something else. Isn't it? But you can ask that when you also become a parent to your children. Ask them what do they feel about you.